It's not you, it's me. Hey guys, Justin with Backyard Bushcraft. So that's right, breaking up is hard to do. But in today's video, we're going to be upgrading from my 20 liter 511 rush bag, tactical rush bag, to the 32 liter Amheh Ural tactical backpack. You can find two videos that I have. One of the very first videos I ever made on YouTube was my everyday carry bag. You can check that out. I list one of the main reasons why I don't like the bag. It just felt a little too small on my back. And then just recently I did an unboxing of this bag on my channel, and I go through every single pocket, every single compartment, and I pretty much break the bag down and why it's awesome. I was originally supposed to give this to my wife for her to use in her car as like an everyday emergency type pack, but I stole it from her and I kept it for myself because this really is just a badass bag. So we're not gonna go through every single pocket, but we're just gonna go through the contents. If you wanna see every single pocket, check out the video. And while we're on the everyday carry subject, let's just do a quick pocket dump. What I have and what I carry with me every single day is my F3 Charlie Techno knife, okay? This thing is great, still sharp right out of the bag. I don't think I've sharpened this once yet, to be honest. And it definitely needs a little TLC right now, but it's doing a hell of a job. I also carry some chapstick with me for two reasons. One, I keep my lips protected from the UV rays, and if I ever do need to get a fire going in an emergency situation, I can use the material, the chapstick itself, to ignite something. And then of course, to use the chapstick to get that to go on fire is my Cold Cracker Bushcraft lighter. Again, brightly orange colored. If it does happen to fall or I misplace it, it's going to catch my eye and not blend in with the material on the ground. So right off the bat, one of the things, like I said, if you've watched my other everyday carry bag video, you'll, as always, I have a bandana, usually brightly colored, red, orange, or sometimes I have a white bandana. A couple of reasons. Again, because I work outside, temperatures get pretty hot. I can put a nice cool rag around my neck, wash my face down, and if I ever do find myself in a situation where I need to signal somebody, this is going to be easily seen and really catch somebody's eye out in the distance. So that's just why I carry this. Right on the back of the bag, I have a set of keys. If these are not hanging on the bag, okay, these are on my hip. It's what I carry every single day at work. And that's pretty much it on the outside. Besides that, I got a couple of patches just for some camaraderie, and we're gonna get to the contents round right now. Okay, so if you're saying to yourself, that's one hell of a bag, you're 100% correct. This is a 32 liter tactical backpack, and it is a pretty juicy bag, I'm not gonna lie. So just jumping right inside, we're gonna get to the contents of this bad boy. You're gonna see that the YKK zippers, very nice, easy to pull down. Full frontal open, I'm able to access everything I have inside. Not much has changed from my very first video, but I have added some upgrades. So one of the first things we have in here, and I can't wait to read this, is my off-grid magazine. This just came in the mail a couple of days ago, and I'm really looking forward to thumb through this. These magazines are great, so I totally forgot I had it in there. What I do carry every single day with me is a personal hygiene bag. Okay, you can see this is pretty beat up. Toothbrush, razor, shaving cream, soap, mouthwash, just some things if I wanted to get myself a little freshened up, whether I'm going out for a beer with the boys after work or I've had a hell of a day, I just need to get some of that dirt and grime off my hands and face before I go home. This right here is always in my bag, okay? Second thing I always have with me is my electronics case, okay? This is chargers, portable chargers, wires that adapt to different phones, not just mine, and a couple of different plugs are in here to fit old school iPhones and the new school iPhones, and also Androids. So again, this is my my electronics bag. These Eagle Creek bags I got on Amazon. I'm an Amazon associate, so I'll have links in my description for everything I'm going to list today, including the bag. There's a discount code that I will put in my description, so please make sure and click on that if you want the bag. But these Eagle Creek bags are awesome and super convenient. Keeps everything organized for me inside this bag. Then finally, I have my first aid kit. I mean, you can see this thing is pretty beat up. I've been using this bag for close to 3 years. I replenish it at least once a year, take out the old, put in the new. We're not gonna go, look, the zippers are even broken. I need to replace this bad boy. So I'm not gonna go through everything as far as contents are concerned in the bags, but this is your basic first aid kit with a couple of other upgrades in here, just in case some type of, crazy scenario happens out in the world, because we do live in a crazy world these days. What else do I have in here? It looks like just a random piece of cordage. I'm always practicing, tying knots, or I'm showing guys at work how to tie knots, so that's not really too crazy. All right, one of the inside pockets here that we're going to jump into. Again, if you work outside, you're a utility worker, you're a construction guy, or you're a landscaper, or whatever you do outside, if you work outside, you know exactly why I'm carrying this. On those hot, muggy, crazy, long days, Desitin is a lifesaver. So if you do happen to have that type of job, I would highly suggest storing this in your bag, because it does make life a lot more comfortable. So I carry Desitin with me, specifically in the winter, in the summer months and the spring months. Really in the winter and the fall, I don't carry this too much, but it's that time of year, so that's why I have it. Again, extra cordage for a few reasons. I practice tying my ropes. I practice tying my knots, and also, you never know when you're just gonna need some cordage for any type of emergency situation, so I carry that with me. What else do we have here? A couple of bungee cords, and I have another lighter with some duct tape wrapped around it in case I need to make a repair, in case I need to make a fire, in case my lighter in my pocket happens to run out. So that's inside the bag. On the front of the bag, on the inside cover, there's 2 more pouches. I don't think I have anything in this one. I don't have anything in there. Oh, I do have one thing down here. Oh, I have my vitamins I take every single day. So again, health is super important, and if you're going to be prepared and you want to be a badass, you need to take care of yourself. So I suggest taking vitamins. Anyway, so just moving right down to the front pouch here, we have a mesh pocket. Okay, nice little zipper. Inside here, I just carry additional lighting. I have a light stick, okay, and I also have a tactical flashlight that I got from BattleBox. These are just some extra attachments to it, some extra batteries, and that's what I keep inside this bag here. All right, like I said, it's a pretty juicy bag. I'm able to carry extra sweatshirts in here if I want. I'm able to carry, extra clothes, like I said, especially in the summertime. If I get hot, I want to change because I'm a little sweaty. I have a fresh t-shirt in there. But let's jump right here to the top pouch, okay? In the top pouch, we have some pretty cool stuff. I have some hand sanitizer. I carry a headlamp with me, okay? I carry some garbage, obviously. I carry with me, I got some holy water, because hey, you never know, you're gonna need some luck with the Lord every once in a while. So I got some holy water here with me, and I have a survival sewing kit. If I ever need if I need to make any type of repair for any of my gear, I have access to that right here. And what else? Of course, we have a prayer card, keeps me safe. Gotta believe in the Lord. And I have these bad boys here, which are custom made earplugs, okay? Obviously, like I keep saying, I work outside. The company offers all this cool stuff that I work for, so I carry these with me every single day because you have to protect your hearing. And then finally, this is something I got, I believe I got this from Ready Man. That's where this is from. This is Ready Man. This is an awesome kit. This is like a splinter, tick, little filings in your finger type kit. Comes with tweezers, scissors. This is a magnifying glass that lights up so you can really get down and dirty and get close to whatever's in your finger. And these tools right here just help you bring everything out. This thing is awesome. I've used this 100 times. You know, just many splinters, pieces of metal from work. Had to pull a couple of ticks out, a couple of the guys, but excellent kit. Oh, and by the way, I got something new cooking up for you guys. It's called Backyard Bushcraft Radio. Think of it like this channel, but more fireside. Real talk, stories, survival, gear, things we really don't get a chance to unpack here. So stick around and I'll let you know more about it at the end of this video. Okay, now the front of the bag, you'll notice I have one of those V-clips on it. I do hang things on this from time to time. In the front pouch, I carry, when I'm working, I always have my wallet in there. Okay, that's where I put my wallet during the day. And then I also have my AirPods in there. That's all I carry in there. And then the final pocket of the bag, again, opens all the way down. And again, it's just one of the features I really love. And we're gonna go through everything that's in here quickly, all right? We have a poncho, okay, just in case I don't have any way to protect myself if it rains and I'm outside. Keep that out. I carry a pair of shears for that emergency type situation. I carry 2 tourniquets with me, and you might be asking yourself, why do I need 2 tourniquets? Well, I never used to carry 2 tourniquets. I always used to carry 1. But the reason why I carry 2 is because the world these days is pretty bananas, and I feel like that if I need to pull one of these out, I may not just need one to help somebody or to help myself, I may need 2. So I find this to be a very important tool to have. Thank God I've never had to use it, but if I ever do, I have 2 tourniquets in my bag at all times. I have a marker, 2 reasons. 1, to mark my time and the date on my tourniquet, and if I need to leave a note for somebody, need to write directions down about where I am, any important information, I can always have a way to write. I have a couple of different flashlights in here, okay? I have I believe this is a Cree from Battle Box, all right? I use this more like I'll be honest, this thing is old, the light's a little shaky, but it's super tactical. You can see the front of that bad boy. If you just really want to give somebody the business and not be too, not be too worried about anything that's gonna really hurt them, this'll give you some self-defense and give you the opportunity to get away, okay? And then I have this little guy right here. Again, this is a pretty powerful little flashlight. This is oh my God, I need my glasses for this one, getting old. This is an Olight, right? So very small, very powerful, and I could put this on my visor if I have to, and this light has come in quite handy. Again, I got this from Battle Box, I believe, as well. Battle Box has some pretty cool stuff. Of course, I have my Leatherman multi-tool. I have a Swiss Army knife. I believe this is the Woodsman, if I'm not mistaken, a Woodsman Swiss Army knife. Last but not least, this is the coolest little thing right here. I am a super dad. This was, let me tell you, I got this gift from my daughter, I believe, for Father's Day. You know, one of those little school workshops they have. This has come in super handy. I've used it a handful of times, and one of the coolest little gifts that I ever got. I have to say, I love this little screwdriver thing. So that's something I carry with me every single day. And then just some, identification for work. I have my ID for work, my DOT information, and I have some wet ones, like I said, to keep myself pretty clean if need be. So Backyard Bushcraft Radio Podcast. It's gonna be a mix of bushcraft talk, survival stories, and just hanging out like we were sitting around a campfire. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you have your notifications on, so you're obviously notified once the first episode drops. And just like that, it's gonna wrap it up for me today, guys. Out with the old and in with the new, they say. I got a lot of use and a lot of satisfaction from the 511 bag, but it was time to move on to something bigger. And obviously we needed to upgrade. The Amheh Ural 32 liter tactical backpack is the way to go. Your everyday carry is going to be different than my everyday carry. I'm in a pretty suburban area. If you live in a rural area, it's obviously going to be a lot different than what you carry. But again, this bag, I'm a big guy. It fits well. It's not heavy at all. I think overall it's about 3 pounds empty, and it really is an ideal bag to carry with you every single day. Like I said, I am a Amazon associate. I'll have most of everything that I had in this bag. I'll link in the description. If obviously you want some of that stuff, click on those links. I'll get a little bit of a kickback if you happen to purchase. Thank you very much. And I will also have a discount code for this particular bag. So make sure you click on that link and you use that discount code so you get your discount. Again, that's really all I have today. Oh, and before I forget, the Bushcraft Essentials series is not through. I am going to the Adirondacks next weekend. I'm going to document that entire trip, and one of the next essentials that we're going to go over is water purification. So that's all I'm waiting for. I'm going to go through another backpack list. I'm going to show you guys what I'm bringing, and we'll cover that probably sometime in the middle of the week before I get up there. But for tonight, that's all we have. Again, if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and more importantly, ring that bell so you're notified every single time I make a new video. I really appreciate you checking me out today. This is Justin with Backyard Bushcraft, signing out.